Bam, what is up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Bandai Movie Monster Series times Ultra Monster Advanced Series Ultraman 60th Anniversary Jirass figure. I'm so excited to review this figure. I wanted a Jirass figure for so long. If you're an Ultraman fan, you know this guy goes for a lot with any of his, when it comes to like any of his collectibles, like older Bandai figures or Gashapon, whatever it is. He goes for a pretty penny. It's pretty hard to find any Jirass collectible for like under $100, under $80. So to get this guy, even with like the tariff costs and everything like that, to have him shipped in the box, I'm so happy to finally have this guy, and what a great way to get him too. I mean, you're really going to understand what I mean when you see this guy. Let's take a look at the packaging here, and looking at the packaging, looks fantastic, looks very sleek. You're kind of getting a good life-size picture of the figure here, just looks awesome. You can hear on the side of the packaging, we get a frontal view of Jirass with the same frontal view of Jirass. Turn it to the back here, and you can see all the kind of poses and everything, and what it comes with. He does come with a removable frill, which is really cool. You can take it off, and there's even a little bit of blood paint underneath where the frill would be removed. I think that is so awesome, because then at that point you basically just have a Godzilla figure. Yeah, let's get this guy open, though. I'm excited. So here he is. I'm gonna pull him out of the plastic bag. Looking at this guy here, you can really see the Daisen Sogoji suit used in Invasion of Astro Monsters. Here in the facial sculpt, it just looks great. He looks just like I wanted him to look. The sculpt looks amazing. Starting from the feet, he's got his nails painted, which is really cool. A little bit of green on the knees here. The leg sculpt looks great. And then going up here into the sternum, he's got a little bit of green here, which is really cool. We've got these kind of more outward-reaching arms. There's articulation in the arms, goes all the way around. And then, of course, also articulation in the legs that goes all the way around. Right there. And then going up into the face sculpt, as we saw, looks great. Inner mouth is painted with the teeth. The eyes look great. A little bit of green here on the top of the head that trails down into the frill. The frill is well painted, looks really, really nice. And that goes down into the back dorsal fins, which look really great. There's like a green hue on a lot of the dorsal fins. It's not finished all the way. It's something that Bandai likes to do in some of their figures, just not finish painting. Sometimes I let it slide, when it gets down to here, because it's like, okay, I don't need every little thing painted, but if other companies can do it, Bandai should too, especially for the price point that this guy's going at. I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to need more paint for the price. We've got a little bit of airbrush there on the back of the frill, which I think looks really nice. And yeah, the sculpt just looks awesome. Really captured the essence of Jirass here. And then you can take the frill off. This is my first time removing it. This is what the frill looks like. Separated. Very cool. Oh yeah, there's like a little space where that connects in, which is really cool. That's a good use of the engineering for the frill into the back dorsal plates. I think that's really cool. And looking at the damage here, oh man, that's gnarly. That is gnarly. Going around. It's a lot bloodier than I thought it would be from the pictures and stuff. Really cool looking, really nice. I think it's cool that they added this. I think it really does make it all the more worth it, honestly. Yeah, having looked at them, played around with them a little bit, this is just such a cool figure. This is an awesome thing to do for the 60th anniversary of the original Ultraman series. It's just so iconic because it is a Godzilla suit. From Invasion of Astro Monsters, it's instantly recognizable if you're a Godzilla fan, tokusatsu fan in general, and, they just literally painted him a little bit green, put a frill on him, and called it a day, and I think that's just so badass. It's neat. It's just like one of those fun, nerdy things that you can enjoy. Obviously, the Ultraman show reused a lot of suits from Toho Studios' suit department, because Super Eye obviously worked on a lot of those, so it was like, hey, give me my suit back kind of thing, let me borrow that. But this is one of the most egregiously entertaining reuses of a Toho suit in an Ultraman production, early on especially. And it's just so cool. It's just so well represented here. It looks awesome, and I'm so glad to finally have a Jirass in my collection. Especially of, such stature. It's a pretty well-sized figure. And yeah, I think that's all for today's review. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Jirass, what you think about this figure, were you able to get this figure? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Devonius, out.